My name's Caiden. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I still have an intro, so this is what you're getting. I have not filmed a YouTube video in, I think it's 3 months when I last uploaded, and that is exactly when school ended. Which, you'd think I'd be uploading more if I am not in school, but in your case, you're wrong. Anyways, I'm back. Hello. As you can see, I have hair now. My skin has gotten a lot better since the last video, at least I think it has. We're not here to talk about why I haven't uploaded in 3 months. We know that now. We're here to actually do a YouTube video. So here we go. Today's video is going to be about androgynous makeup. I apologize if it's absolute garbage, but I'm gonna try my best. The first step we're gonna do is prime. This is the primer that I used a while ago, and I've been using it since, and it's fairly good. I mean, I don't know if it makes a difference in my makeup, but it seems to do stuff. So you're just gonna prime that skin. And when I do this, my skin gets ridiculous. I touch my skin once and it just becomes red. You know, sometimes it'd be like that. And since I have little bangs now, I don't really put anything on my forehead. I just let my forehead live. It's already got hair to deal with. It doesn't need to deal with makeup. So we're gonna ignore that fact. We primed. I am a firm believer in letting my primer sit and sink into my skin. It might not be true. It might not do absolutely anything, but I do it. And so while I let my primer sink into my skin, I go in with concealer and we start on my eyeballs. So when I do so quote unquote androgynous makeup when I'm trying to look more neutral, because you know, the moment I slap on eyeliner, I suddenly feel feminine, because you know, all of the entire world tells you that makeup's feminine, basically. So I'm just going in with the e.l.f. 5-hour camo concealer, I believe it's called. I put too much on this side. It's fine. This is fine. Anyways, I'm just tabbing it out with my fingers, because who needs a sponge? We don't know who sponges are in this world. So now that I look borderline insane and, you know, questionable, we're gonna go with eyeshadow. And you might be thinking, Caiden, eyeshadow, why? Because I feel like my eyes look naked without it, okay? This is optional. You don't really need to go in with eyeshadow. In my personal opinion, in my personal opinion, I think that eyeshadow can just, you know, spicing things up, so we're not looking too masculine and we're not looking too feminine. I'm trying to find like a line right in between those things, which is what androgynous is. Next, I'm gonna go with my James Charles Unleash Your Inner Artist palette. I don't like James Charles, but I do like this palette. You don't need to use this palette. I just like all the colors in it. I'm gonna go in with, I'm not even gonna try to know the names. I always go in with the middle. This shade, I use it just about for everything. So I'm just gonna go like, put it on my brush, and I'm gonna tap it off, you know, and just go on the outer corners and just lightly blend it out. Now that we got an orange shade horribly blended out onto our eyelids, I'm gonna go in with a darker brown. Basically, you can use any brown shades. I need to, like, this thing's huge. I'm going in with this shade, mixed in with the one next to it. Whoop, these two. There we go. Wow, I'm a beauty guru. On the outer corners, just to deepen it up and I don't look too orange. because that's not what we want here. We want to look... We just want a little smokiness going on our eyes, you know? Alright, it's obviously not blended out yet. I'm gonna go in back with that first shade and then use that to blend it all out. Now I can move my hair back into place. I guess I really didn't need to move it out of the way, but it's getting long. It's growing out. It's getting places, you know, and I'm proud of her for that. While we were doing that eyeshadow, our primer should have been doing its job and setting in. So, with our primer all set in, according to my beliefs, we're gonna do a little bit of spot concealing, because I don't want to do a full face of foundation today. I've been using less foundation lately because, you know, it's been clogging up my pores, and obviously my skin's been getting better. Obviously I have a breakout right here and on my chin, but that's just because of hormones right now. It's not... The point is my skin has been getting better. So for that, I'm gonna use the Lancome waterproof, if this one, it looks like this. You know, it works for spot concealing. That was way too much. And we're gonna put it on all my spots that are a little too showy right now. You know, with it, my scars have also been getting better. Once again, I'm just gonna use my finger to dab this out, because it, you know, keeps the coverage and also doesn't pick up any of the product, which keeps the coverage. Wow. And I feel like it just melts the product into my skin better, so it looks more natural. See, now my skin just looks a little more healthy, you know? Now that I'm looking a little less like a pizza, just a little bit. We're gonna go in with bronzer because I look extremely washed out right now. For bronzer, I'm just gonna be using this little kabuki brush and my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. And I'm just gonna try to fit that brush in there and then just get some life back into my skin, man. It does not look too hot right now. This is something I like to do personally because I feel like if I put bronzer on like, you know, the outsides of my face, I feel like I need to bring it in a little bit, so I just go down the sides of my nose. Kind of like a contour, but more just to, like, you know, make me look less dead. Now that we're bronzed, I'm going to go in with blush, because my skin obviously still looks pretty dead. For that, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. palette. It's called the Total Face palette. And an e.l.f. brush. I really like e.l.f. It's fairly affordable, and you can get cool stuff there. So I'm just going to be using this shade, and I might mix in a little bit of this to get a little more bronzing action. And I am just putting it, like, kind of on the apples of my cheeks, but I'm keeping it more on where my contour should be to slim out my face a little bit, because I've got fairly chubby cheeks, which will also add effect of looking a little more masculine. And also, at the same time, it'll make me look less dead and look like I have a little more life to my skin. And you don't need to do this. This is just something I do. If you've been watching my videos and been paying attention, I like to add blush on the tip of my nose. But this is more of a toned down blush, so it doesn't look as crazy. Personally, I'm a huge fan of highlight. I love it. Highlight, it just does wonderful things for my skin. So for my highlight, I use the Benefit What's Up this little guy, and I just rub it on my fingers and then tap it on. Same with the other side. If I were to just put this directly on my skin, it would look patchy and just not look, it wouldn't blend out right. So if you're using a before I was really interrupted by my sister deciding to vacuum in the middle of me recording. If you're using a stick highlight or a cream highlight, I would suggest using it on your fingers to warm up the product, because it just makes it easier to blend out, especially if you're new to cream products. Like I said before, I'm a little crazy for highlights, so I'm also gonna go in back with the James Charles palette using this middle shade. That's not middle. The one next to the white shade. I'm also gonna use that as a highlight, because I just don't know when to stop. Like, even my camera is washing me out because it's like, you look too greasy. And I apologize for that. It's, you know, we're on rough times here. But I'm not a professional YouTuber, so you shouldn't expect top quality content from me. So we're pretty close to being done with the makeup. I'm just gonna add a few final touches and like, we're done. For our first final touch, it's just gonna be mascara. I'm just gonna lightly coat my lashes. I'm using, I don't know, this one from Lancome. It's nothing special, it just has a little wand, because I don't like coating my lashes ridiculously with mascara, especially for a more neutral look. I just like to give them a little more depth. Cat really wants to join me and sit in my lap. Or she's gonna hop up somewhere. Oh, there she is. There she goes. And then our final touch is just adding something through my eyebrows. As you can see, I shaved my eyebrows again after growing them out. But you know, I feel like I can just wear them naturally this way easier, even if I, like, for some reason when I had my full eyebrows, I felt like I still needed to put stuff on them for them to look okay. Because the tail of my eyebrow isn't that, like, magnificent. Can't go on the desk. This is my baby. She likes to sit on my lap and watch me while I do makeup, while she, lives her best life. This is 100% optional. I just do it because I'm extra, but I'm just gonna use that eyebrow pen and add in some freckles because I have no self-control, and also if you have acne scars like myself, it does well to hide your acne scars. You can't see my cat, but she's trying so hard to get me to cuddle with her. So I'm just gonna add a few frecks. If you're doing freckles like me, please remember to tap them out. The reason I don't set my face is so I can just tap out my freckles easily, so they don't look like, you know, bugs on my face. Or like dirt specks. I want them to look like freckles. If you're wondering what this is, it's the Revlon Color Stay Brow Shape and Glow. It's got like a felt tip pen for your eyebrows, but you know, I don't do my eyebrows, so you know what I use it for? As you can see, freckles. You see, it didn't add much, but I feel like it makes me feel cuter, okay? Do you have a problem with that? Anyways, like the end of the makeup tutorial. I try to keep it, beginner friendly, you know, and I also try to keep it fairly quick and simple. If you liked this video, if you found it at all helpful, if you want to see my face again, hopefully I'll be uploading more. Maybe click the subscribe button. Maybe leave a comment if you think Cammy's cute. Like the video. Show it to some friends. Dislike it or block me if you hate me. That's fine. I swear she's fine. She's just a flop right now. She just wants attention. She's old. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.